Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 2, 6, 12. Well, 1, 2. Somebody heard me eating crackers backstage. That's awesome. Perfect. Mike is live. I'm a Mike. Loving on the dot, y'all. Boom. Hi, everyone. Oh, I gotta get better at that. Stop that. Boom. We had some music. We had a little title screen. You guys heard me slurping some coffee, eating some peanut butter crackers. Got to get your protein, y'all. It's late at night, and here we are. Welcome, welcome. Fishroom, not much different than last week. All of this water has been changed, so I'm doing great in the fact that I don't have all my water changes to do after the stream. So do need to go through some plants. I got buckets of plants going where from 75% to 50%. There might be some good plants still in that bucket, but it's turning. So I've lost the second of 4 buckets of plants. And I do have tanks that need plants in them. So need to do a couple things like that. Huawei was here way early, and then Jeff Kane was hanging out early on. Like there's a couple more people who joined us. Oh, it is fine. I figured that the mic was live, so you know what I mean. Like, wasn't everything was above board. No, no pre-restroom, uh, pre-stream restroom adventures. That would have been horrible. But I started the stream and my microphone's working. So, you know what I mean? Like, I feel pretty good. Pretty good about everything. After the mic drop, I played with I put the aquarium plants back in the 75 gallon, the plastic plants, the best plants. They're very hard to kill. You can do it. They're made out of plastic. You can destroy them, but very durable. The plants have made their way back in after the black bear algaeification. Ended up using bleach, ended up soaking it for a long time. When they dried, they were cloudy on the outside. I gave them a good rinse, and when they're wet, they're not cloudy. And I can't feel any residue, and the goldfish are fine right now. So things are going well. Hello, Fish Family. Welcome in. Debs, Aqua Pets, welcome in. Good morning to you, dear, as you get ready for your day. Been quite a week for me. Unexpectedly ran into I did a 6-hour Monday afternoon into evening. They did feed us, but I ran into a what do you call that? A skills education credit. So it was a thing for work. all about ventilators. So good to refresh that sort of thing. Learned a lot. There's several things that I could be doing for my client a little bit differently that would be more effective, things like that. So we'll see what my client thinks about that later. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I learned a lot. It was good to see people in the Austin office. I was in there with 5 other nurses, so it's nice to sit with other nurses. As a home health nurse, you don't get to do a lot of that. You know what I mean? Like, it was good. It was led by a respiratory therapist. So that is like, respiratory therapists have like all kinds of knowledge, and stuff like that. As a nurse, when you're learning, and in school and stuff like that, we're covering everything. So respiratory therapists are just respiratory. So they're like specialized. They've got like tips, tricks, things like that. It's nice to, you know, refresh your skills. You know what I mean? Make sure you're doing everything right. Think about things. So that was good. I dropped my phone on Sunday morning, 15 minutes before my shift was over, and cracked the screen. I have dropped that phone. I don't know. It's an iPhone 8. I think we've had it over 5 years. I don't know when we got them, but new phone is on the way. So I reordered the phone. My registration is out on the vehicle, so that's in the mail to me as well. So I got it inspected, and then I'm one of the few counties that still does emissions testing. Nobody does the a lot of counties don't even require an inspection for registration of your vehicle. They just want you to register it. So it explains what I'm seeing on the road. So, um, but yeah, I was just like, I was I was bogged down I was bogged down this week with basic uh, things you have to do in life. You know what I mean? Like chores. So it was yeah, it was pretty wild. Um, got some Sonny G in the house. Howdy, back at you, sir. Um, I got some barbecue at lunchtime today. That was really good. Moreno's barbecue, thumbs up. I had their brisket Philly cheesesteak, so good. My wife pulled pork, potato salad. She doesn't want any bread. She doesn't want it on a bun. Nothing. She just likes that pulled pork, man. So yeah, we had a lunch. So that was good. Made it on time by the skin of my teeth. The mic drop. You know what I mean? So like for me, things are pretty good. Pretty good. How's everybody else? Anybody got any good news out there? Any all right news? I think it would be fun to share. Let's see about this. Oh yeah, that's nice and colorful. Look at that. There you go. 75 gallon. This behind the goldfish is the one plant in there that is a live plant, and it is the crypt balinese. So long leaves and stuff like that. They have done a little bit of a number on it, but it's mostly intact. It's got quite a bit of algae on it right now, but we're working it out. Um, but yeah, that lime green plant on the left and the small bushy one, center, just right of center. with the orange on the top of it, green with orange on the top of it. I bought those over 4th of July weekend. I was at Fish Gallery. Talked with a gentleman named Patrick over there. He was telling me about lace rock, which can't remember where it's from, but it looks like limestone, but it is got some holes in it like holy rock and stuff like that, but it's kind of flat and stuff like that. It would be really good in like a saltwater tank. It already looks like reef kind of. Um, but he turned me on to that, and I was looking at that for the 50-gallon lowboy, but I also was looking at lava rock, and I found large pieces of lava rock at the aquarium store closest to my home. God bless the Aquadome. 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 You dropped your comp mug like that. Oh, probably co-op mug like that. Yeah, my co-op mug. This is my second one. So when I did an order at co-op, I got another one. I replaced it. I think it was a mishandling. Getting out of the dishwasher came out of the hand and the handle broke. But I love my co-op mug. Jeff Kane will have some Epistos in Shane's auction tomorrow night. Excellent. What auction is Shane's channel? I'm not sure that I'm familiar. This might be somebody that I've missed, Jeff. You're more than welcome to put the link in the chat. I mean, I know everybody loves a good auction. Good day, Mark. Good to see you, sir. Good to see some Australians in the chat, giving this a global appeal. I love it. Oh, the new ones are wide. You like the classic coffee shop. I I don't know, man. I drink a lot of coffee, and like I don't mind a wide cup. I mean, I'm a wide person, so a wide cup doesn't bother me. Shane's tanks and bowls. Let me do a little bit of Shane's tanks bowls. I am subscribed. All right. I just moved the bell to all, so that way I don't miss it. That is awesome. Oh yeah, I know Shane. I know Shane. Shane hasn't been popping up in my feed, but he will know. Perfect. But yeah, these guys have been happy. Let me go feed them real quick. Let me show you what I've been feeding these guys. Trying it out. Yeah, I'm trying out those pellets. They're probably a little less than a, they're probably a little bit more than half of a centimeter. They're a good sized pellet. They chew them for a while and then they spit it out, and occasionally they still spit that in the filter to my chagrin. But I don't like feeding the filter, and I wanted something that was floating. They don't seem to mind going to the surface for it. Reasonably priced for how much you get, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. But I might go back to the baby pellet because they eat that one faster, and they don't end up spitting it out. I think that they pull off of it as much as they can, and then in a race to get to the most food, they spit it out so they can grab another one. It's the way it goes. But yeah, I wanted to show off this tank again. My wife's got some plants up top, and then I've got a 20-gallon down there on the bottom. Like I said, this is 75-gallon. I think that I got that stick probably like 5 years ago now at Aquashella, a long piece of ghost wood. It's definitely showing wear. And then the background is a patterned cloth that I bought, and I hung it in the background, and it's whimsical and fun. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, a 70s Las Vegas. The boys backstage, mic drop, they were telling me it reminds me, what was it? Mike was saying, reminds him of a diner that he went to a long, long time ago. Oh, they had trouble eating them, Sonny G. I've never, I mean, I'm mostly feeding bristlenose plecos and I've got some salt and pepper cories. That's what I'm mainly feeding the algae wafers, and I haven't had a problem with either one of those two teams like eating it. What uh, I didn't like when I went for, I want to say it was Kins, and then there was another brand that I was using that I bought off Amazon. I want to say it was Aquatic Life Foods, but both of them, they weren't able to get the air out of the wafer. So every few wafers, you would have a wafer that floats at the top. So how does that help my bottom feeders? You know what I mean? It's just like, that was kind of annoying. And the Hikari wafers sink, you know? So that was, yeah, that was the only thing that frustrated me about it. But I mean, like, I think I don't think my salt and pepper cories and my bristlenose plecos, they're not picky eaters. Very nice, Mark. Very nice. Yeah, I was really happy because I got it home, and like that branch is all one piece. It's a Y in the center. That one piece comes down, but it's the exact length of the tank. Like, it's like 47 inches. You know what I mean? And the tank is 48. So I got it in there, and then I could only spin it around like 2/3 of the way. It was kind of a chore getting it in there, but once I got it in there, I was happy because it was hard to get in there because I was setting up the 75-gallon tank when I put it in there. So I don't think there's enough clearance above the tank in the stand right now to where I would be able to get it in there. and it's wasted away like quite a bit and stuff like that. So turning it around in there and stuff like that isn't much of a problem. But I'm scared of breaking it. It's still in one piece, but there will come a day when it's in more than one pieces. Hello, George. Welcome in. Hello, Juanita. Welcome in. Yeah, good to see my friends, man. It's been a week. We lost oh man, I lost the whatchamacallit, the shop vac. My wife was trying to use the shop vac this week, and the motor was getting all hot and crazy. Um, didn't sound good, and I took it apart to look at it, and it's definitely the motor and something inside the motor, and it was getting really hot. So it was too hot to touch. So um, I set it outside on the curb, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to take it. So I gotta stash it away and save it for bulk pickup. Yeah, no, it really cleaned up. The water was all murky when I did like 2/3 water change by accident. I was trying to do half, but I ended up doing 2/3 because I was talking and distracted at the time, and I should have, when I was done pumping the water out, taken the pump out. It just continued the siphon and continued to siphon it, and I spilled some water in the garage, overflowed that 44-gallon bucket. So whoops. So yeah, but yeah, no, the water was all cloudy and everything, and then I moved all the substrate around and stuff like that, like putting all the plants back in there and stuff like that, and that FX6 was able to take care of it in like an hour and a half. So like life was good. But I've got I got a pothos on either end, growing out of the tank, putting out big leaves. Super happy. It's been a real good time. So yeah, that's Junior in the back there, the biggest one. He was born in a 20-gallon tank off of some hornwort that I bought at a spot. And so he has lived the best life. Phineas, I bought Phineas because I was interested in growing plants and having so aquaponics, right, with the fish, and then grow the plants. That water goes through the roots of the plants and stuff like that, and comes back down into the fish tank. So yeah, he's definitely stunted. I got him in August of 2019. So he's probably 6 years old because I bought him as a feeder fish from Petco. He was 39 cents in 2019. And then Peaches, swimming along at the top there, I got from Next Day Koi along with Cream, RIP. And she is a comet. So she has those nice long fins and everything. And the part of the body before the fin starts, but after the main part of the body is longer. And Junior and Phineas are both common goldfish, and you can see that their body is shorter in that way. But yeah, everybody's doing good. Because I bought Cream at the same time as I bought Peaches, and Cream passed away, and then I took on my niece's goldfish that had been living a long time in captivity in Houston, and brought her back, and she ended up passing away as well. She was flashing and concussed herself pretty good, and she was unable to swim. And I kept her like that for too long, really, like a couple days, 3 days, and she wasn't getting any better. Um, and yeah, I euthanized her. So yeah, she was just suffering like quite a bit. So yeah, I've had 5 goldfish, and Phineas was the first fish that I got in 2019. So what a time! So update on the little boy. No real progress has been made, but I did order a concrete drill bit, core bit, and I got the 1 inch acrylic dowels. So those are ordered and should be here for me to play with next weekend. So I still need some stainless steel screws and um, a large tile. So I'll go to Home Depot and pick those up, and maybe I'll get those rocks mounted for next week's stream if everything goes well. I have Sunny G. I have not. The that aquarium is right here above the TV. So yeah, the TV is down there. So yeah, I got to get them off of there, and I need to. It's braced on like the sides of the screen, and there's a lid, and I want to see about taking. And there's a brace across the top, so it would still be square. I want to see about taking this piece off. Let's see if I can show you. So right there, there's a little gap where my finger can go. So it's just like maybe a half inch, maybe less than a half inch. No, probably a half inch piece on the top. I want to see if I can get that off of there so that then that can be lifted off. Because if I can do that, then that is the thing. And then I've taken a lot of the laminate off of the sides and stuff like that. And I'd like to sand that up because, yeah, that would be really cool. So, yeah, I haven't worked on the television aquarium. I'm using the television the using the television as a stand for 2 10-gallon tanks, the one that I want to go in there and another one. That was a holding tank that is now just still holding. So we'll get it together one day. Baby steps. But yeah, I wanted to paint that. I wanted to paint that some of the colors that are on the background in that 75, put like New Local Austin on it and stuff like that, and leave the front kind of the way it came. Yeah, that will be cool. Let me see what I can do. So yeah, they definitely make a production out of eating, but they enjoy it. Once a day, then the rest of the day they try to like catch you slipping. They're like, hey, I'm so hungry, you gotta feed me. Try to play my wife and I off of each other. Wait, did you feed the fish? I was like, I did feed the fish. Don't listen to them. They're liars. And we're probably still giving them too much food. But burn brighter, not longer, right? Right. Yeah. Let me pop this off. That's the 20-gallon tank. We got some shrimps in there. But yeah, I keep loving that tank. And niece Anna made me a sign for my fish room door. Makes a big difference. So yeah, my plan is to drill a hole in the bottom of those and then use the acrylic rods to like lift it up. Oh, I was showing you the television tank. But yeah, I have the knob and the centerpiece, but it'll be like that, and it'll cover the window, and then the sides I want to paint up. And this is that portrait tank as I have it designed right now. The 10-gallon that I have at work, there were sparks, and the aquarium light, which is one of these aquarium lights right here. It's metal on the top. It's a little bit too big for the tank, but I have it on that tank. But I, from what I understand, the power supply blew up on it when they were moving plugs around on the power strip. So I found this lid, so I'm going to clean it up. But this is a lid that goes like this. Then it's got the glass piece. That's the other part. The other one. I've got two of them. So your classic lid, and then the light is separate, and there is a pane of glass to keep water from getting in the light. But you see, I can take some vinegar, clean that up real good. So I was just seeing what it looked like on the tank. And that'll be better because otherwise I've just got this polycarbonate cut on the top, and we were laying a different light on top of it. So I'll take that polycarbonate lid and the old thing, and I'll just see about getting another power supply for it because the light's probably still good. And I might have one in this, my supply craziness. That's a bunch of lids and whatchamacallit filters, hang on the backs, stuff like that. Like I've got this big long hang on the back right here. Thinking about putting that on the back of this tank and adding the black skirt tetras and see if they stick to their own kind. And then we have red and gold, and then we have silver and black swimming around together in this 40-gallon. So hopefully that goes well. If it doesn't, I can take one kind of out, or I can just make the colony smaller. Because 40 fish in a 40-gallon breeder might be too many, but it might be all right. I'm going to fool around and find out. But yeah, if it goes too horribly, I can try them both together with smaller numbers. But yeah, I've still got the juveniles are growing out pretty well. There they both are. One is obviously bigger than the other one. There's 3. Thought there were only 2, but hello. So we did get some eggs in there that did hatch from putting a male and female in there, and then leaving the female in there, and then taking her out later. Obviously took her out too late because there's only 3. But I found it was very difficult to get them back out once I put them in there. So it's going on, and let me see it. There's a baby. There's more than that guy. There's a lot of them in here. A lot of babies. There they go. There they come. But yeah, as you can see, I've got red winty eye, green winty eye, got a bunch of plants over here. So I do have some fun stuff to do with, there's an onion plant that's doing pretty well. I do have some plants that I can move around. So yeah, I'm planning on scaping what I was talking about earlier. I wanted to scape this tank, and I've got the wood in this tank. These are my Gambusia collection point, Brushy Creek. Hopefully, we're not getting crazy feedback. I've been ignoring the chat. Oh my gosh. Nope, needs to go back a little bit. Too high. Let me hang something over that orange bucket. Not big enough. Not big enough. There we go. Got a nice piece of driftwood in there. Let's do. Yeah, Sunny G. The melanistic ones are really cool. I like the melanistic that I've got on those coral platies. Like the more dots they have, the more I like them. I also like that on the mollies as well. Like those Dalmatian mollies are super cute. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like freckles or something. You know what I mean? Like you can start differentiating the fish by like their pattern and stuff like that. I think that that's kind of cool. Those classic Hearts aquarium kits with the bulb light that you could buy at Walmart and Kmart. I mean, I may have seen them, but I didn't spend much time looking at the aquatic stuff when I was a kid. Like I said, I had a fish tank for like a week in high school. You know what I mean? It was in my room longer than that, but like I'm pretty sure the fish was only alive for a week. Yeah, I feel real good about the goldfish tank. I mean, I'm happy with it. There's not much I can do with live plants in there, just because the goldfish are so hard on the plants and everything, which is fine. You know what I mean? And as much as I would like to, I don't know, put them out in the yard in a tub, or something like that, like I would miss their faces. So kind of stuck with that. Like I would like to do lots of I would like to do lots of things with that 75-gallon tank in the living room and stuff like that, but I couldn't bring myself to like move those goldfish out. I can't. Hello, Craig. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, Craig's a what Fishroom punks extraordinaire, man. Winner two times in Jeff Kane's contest, which is great. You know what I mean? Like nothing wrong with that. Oh, bam. I got some Fishroom Punks cards. I think I bought 10 packs. I think that's right. And as of this moment, I kind of don't want to open them, but it's a, like I fooled around with, I want to say Magic the Gathering. They're probably somewhere. Cards in like 19, that had to have been 1994. But other than that, I've stayed away from the cardboard crack. But I bought these and like kind of want to open them, but I kind of don't. So maybe I'll open some of them. I think I might. Oh, I might do a short, and I might do a card opening. I'll do a card opening on the. I'll do a pack opening on the live stream. I'll wait until uh, Jeff Kane sends all of his out because what he's waiting. It's like a 10-week period, and then all the giveaway stuff is all getting sent out at the same time. So I figure people will be opening their packs that next week. So I'll open a pack on my live, and we'll just like let it be a Fishroom Punks like extravaganza week. Like you can't look at your feed without seeing like 6 different people with cards. I think that would be fun. Um, oh, so Mark won the box and gifted it to Craig. Well, that's awesome, dude. Mark is a super generous guy, and if you ever have any duplicate stickers or anything like that, I know a man named Mark Sterlson who appreciated that, and I believe Bunny did that for you, sir. And I donated some of my stickers, extras that I had, and stuff like that. And you actually did a short and like showed off your stickers and stuff like that, and I could tell that you were touched, man. Um, it the vinyl stickers is like I don't know, it's just part of the community and stuff like that. And so many people do it. It's just like, man, why wouldn't you? You know? So it is kind of fun when we meet up at like big fish events and stuff like that. And that all the little stickers that are being traded around and passed around and stuff. I think that that's fun. Yeah, Kyle needs to test the golden ticket. So if I bought packs of cards online, Jeff, does that mean the golden ticket is possibly in there, or is the golden ticket part of those boxes? I don't pay attention very well, so I actually look to them for that. So Fishroom Punks might change. So if Fishroom Punks changes, then I have some of whatever this run is, and the fact that they're unopened would make them more valuable to somebody. I don't know. I was thinking about just like sitting on them, and then somebody talks about it. It's like, oh yeah, I bought some of those in 2025. I have like 6 unopened packs, and somebody's like, dude, I want those packs. You know what I mean? I'd be like, cool, yeah, dude, let's do that. Not really to make money, but just because it would be fun. Okay, dash mats arrived and window protectors. Oh, excellent. Kitting out the car. Saved a fortune buying them online. Dude, I'm telling you these days, No, not currently. Part of the boxes. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, I went and I will say that I was sad that I didn't win a box, and I was like, I'll just buy a box, and there are no boxes for sale. So I was like, all right, well, let's get some card packs. There you go, Craig. That's how you do it, buddy. Somebody wants that golden ticket. I think that's a fun way to do it because when you think about it, it's just like, yes, will you possibly have a card made of you? Yeah, it's true for everybody, but you want to know what? Like if he works day and night tirelessly and all he's doing is making new cards only, it could be years before he gets to everyone. And there's always people coming in and out of the community. So in theory, there's no way he could make a card for everyone. That is why the golden ticket is so important. But yeah, I love that idea. What is up? I think I just saw somebody swimming that's bent in a 45-degree angle. You get to be taken out of the population, buddy. You get to go to the special tank. But it might have been a refraction off of the top of the water. Keep an eye out, folks. There might be a freak in there. Yeah, I think I see him. Come on, man. But I really love that piece of wood, and I know that some bristle noses would love to be in there. So I might put females in there so there can be more than one. So yeah, this is on the bottom shelf, so on the floor of that big rack that's behind me when I'm sitting at the desk. Um, it's a 20-gallon long, and these guys got moved into this tank and put new substrate in there and everything, uh, in order to make room for the low boy. So, oh, Kyle is considering doing a 1 in 20 chance for a golden ticket as well, but it's not announced. But he's considering it. That's interesting. I love that you and he are close, and I can get all my questions answered in my chat when I'm talking about it because like you're kind of an expert in it as well. So that's pretty cool because I keep missing his stream because it's on during the middle of the day. But like I said, I'm starting the slow process of getting a new assignment closer to home and during the day. We'll see what happens. All these things just take time. But time to start calling my I got to get my resume up to date. So I'm planning on. Looks like I'll be doing that while I'm at work because I put it off during all my free time. But like I said, I've been plagued with like chores. I had to get a new phone. I had to get the car inspected and registered. I ended up going to an in service. That's what it is. In service is the word I couldn't think of earlier, guys. did an in-service. You know what I mean? So it's like been a busy week. Oh, he's concerned the box might not get open. Yeah, no, that's true. There's always that possibility, but that golden ticket is still out there. You know what I mean? Like it's just sealed up. So yeah, if the first golden ticket isn't ever revealed, then he can do another golden ticket. He's just got to keep track of how many golden tickets he has out there. Craig, I saw those discs. Those discs came out great. I was wondering whether they were aquarium safe. Might be good to have one of those just like sit in the bottom of my tank, my Craig's Catfish Cave tank. Be like a theme. I'd put a Australian flag on the back. Uh, uh, or maybe just a picture of Phantom. Maybe Phantom in front of an Australian flag, smiling in the back. That'd be fun. I like them. They're a great. They're a great weight. Right, Jeff? And you want to know what? That is their right as the keeper of the box. But you want to know what? If the golden ticket isn't found, do you know what I mean? Because there's always the you want to know. So like can so yeah, they don't want to open their boxes, but will they change their mind if they think that they've got it? You know what I mean? Like I'd like to see how that goes over time. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the pressure would build. So yeah, maybe tuck some moss on that wood. Um, maybe put a crypt in front of that filter that's on the left-hand side there, so they can grow and block that filter in the back. I think I have some Sagittaria that I can put up front that won't grow and block the view of all the fish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jeff Kane. Like, I feel like if the golden ticket isn't found, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's peer pressure as well. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm, I don't know whether I can keep from opening the ones that I have. You know what I mean? And it's not a box. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's the fun of it, though. That's right. Fish Fam Stalkers Inc. My word, my word. Well, we made it to the witching hour, ladies and gentlemen. It's 12 a.m. August 7th in the ATX. Australia's already been enjoying this day for many hours. Hope everything's going well. They didn't mention that the sun didn't come up or anything weird, so I assume everything's good over there. All right. Where am I? There I am. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Shiny. So yeah, mystery 5 packs. So if I have 10, then that means that I have 50 cards sitting here. Let me count them. I think it's 10. That's what I bought. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, like I want to open these. So yeah, man, sitting on some cards, sitting on some cards. So Craig, you're gonna sex your L201 plecos. Everything is out of the tank. They're big and ready to roll, so I'm changing the tank to breeding. $101 for the Sunny G. A East Coast life. Must be nice. I get a taste of it when I go to the Clash, so it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, got to get out of Texas every once in a while. Oh, okay. Stats on the cards, a game of sorts and stuff like that. I also like the fact that people might be trading around for their cards and stuff like that. I like that you have the option, like you, Jeff. You ask for some of your card and stuff like that, so then that way you can like give it to people and things like that. That's kind of cool too. I There's just so much that can be done with it. I remember him talking about it at the Clash. I was thinking about doing that, and I was like, I don't see how that could fail, man. Like, we already trade stickers, which is what he started with, right? He started with stickers. Now he's making cards. I was like, I don't see how that would fail. We're already trading stickers, and like your art is cool. So I was like, I don't see how, you know what I mean. And it's a unique merch item because like he's making these, they come from his channel and stuff like that. So like, I mean, I've seen some pretty cool merch and stuff like that, but this is definitely different merch than I've seen. So that's always cool. You know what I mean? So pretty neat. Oh yeah, Craig, that is cool. Hold on, I think I got one more cup of coffee left. I can get it. I can get it. I can get it. It's not a full cup, but the last cup rarely is. But it's more than halfway, so I'll take it. Messiah, welcome. Good to see you. We're looking at my Gambusia collection point, Brushy Creek. The push for stats and making my car overpowered and banning my card won't be the stream conversation that day. We'll see. Yeah. Just watching these guys doing their thing. Conversation was driven by Henry. Yeah. No, I just think it's cool that it's fish art, you know what I mean? And it's collectible. I think that that's fun too. Oh wow, everything looks a lot better without a greasy thumbprint in the middle of it. Look at me. Yeah, I thought about one of my daydreams, recurring daydreams about the fish room and stuff like that is being organized and stuff like that, and like having like my fish room in pictures, and then you can click on the tank and it will tell you like what's in the tank and stuff like that. Kind of, it was around the same time as what Vivi and stuff like that. I was thinking about it during that time. I never even signed up, and it was already over. Sad. Um, but yeah, that would be kind of fun to have like a digital layout of your fish room and have pictures of of your fish and your tank, and then like you know like kind of update it and stuff like that. Um, I thought that that would be cool and interactive, and would be kind of fun. But that was also when I was like dreaming myself up to be like a small like boutique bread and butter fish store. You know what I mean? But because you could just buy the plant out of the tank if you wanted it, just put a price tag on everything. It's all for sale. You know, and then like if I, you know what I mean, like if it's a piece of driftwood, like pull it out of the tank, wrap it up, put it in a bag, ship it. You know what I mean? And then like look for some more driftwood. You know what I mean? Like put the tank back together again. Update your tank pick. You know what I mean? Like I thought it would be like a cool like online store like concept to like be like in the fish room and you can look anywhere you want. You know what I mean? And like check it out. Yeah, Jeff, that would be advantageous. Right now, what we got is uh, what there's Shippo and Pirate Ship and stuff like that for discounted shipping. Um, and like our community and stuff like that, and like the back and forth. But yeah, a place that would be centralized would be pretty cool. But yeah, man. But I mean, like that's a lot of work. I mean, I guess with AI and stuff like that, coding's going to get a lot easier and stuff like that, and then you can just have uh, what secure money transaction. You know what I mean by using a third party that embeds themselves like on the site itself. You know what I mean? So all of that part of it's secure, so you don't have to worry about that. But it'd still be a lot of work to take care of all that. And it would probably definitely be a calling. But without great risk, there's no reward. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, they lost the discounted shipping, and did it just not get enough traction? But yeah, no, if we find ourselves isolated or world events like shake up like international trade enough and stuff like that, then hobbyist breeders would be the game. You know what I mean? But commercial commercial breeding and sellers like um, have the money to dominate the industry and stuff like that. So like something like that, I feel um, would try to get I feel like larger companies would like PetSmart or PetSco or um, I think that they would try to like sabotage it or prevent it from happening. But there's nothing stopping us from doing it. Um, and I don't feel like there's a lot that they could do to stop us. And I believe that possibly as a community, we could be better than, yes, some people don't keep their fish as well as other people. Some people don't do as good a job shipping as other people and stuff like that. But I think it's still probably above like the commercial standard. I mean, Dan's working to improve that and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, but like every business venture, it's okay. We've spent this much money on it. This is how much money we made. Do we want to keep doing it? You know what I mean? Like it ended up not being as profitable as they wanted, so they folded it. And like I get it. You know what I mean? But like I mean, it seemed like a good deal at the time, but then they lost the shipping and like that was like one of the main legs of the website. So like after that, they were like it's not going to work for us. Right. I think that I think that the auctions are good. Um, and the fact that you're able to show off different fish that you have and stuff like that. So yes, a lot gets sold, but everybody who is it, all 75 people know that that person has that fish and is breeding that fish. So therefore, if they were looking for that, they can contact that person after the auction is over. You know what I mean? So I think it is a great way to like share your fish and let people know what you have and stuff like that. That's the yeah, and that's my point, Mark. Yeah, like trying to organize the fish fam would be like try like herding bloody cats. Like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean? And like, and you know that's the way the world is the way it is because like we as individuals can't come together and organize, and when we do, it's a bloody mess. You know what I mean? Like, oh, when Vivi was paused, it was put on the market for sale. To my understanding, it was purchased and deleted. Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, that's the other thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and I was like, and that just has to do with they got more money, so they can buy it and they can do it, and that sort of thing like happens like all the time, like in the business world. Like many things, yeah, many things are sold and then deleted. Um, Man, I can't think of the name of the brewery. I think the brewery name might have been Celis, but there was a Celis Blue Moon, and everybody in Austin was drinking it. It was by far like the most popular. I want to say it was a Belgian white. I don't know. It was one of those beers you can't see through. It was yellow, amber in color. You couldn't see through it, and it came with an orange slice as a garnish, right? And it was delicious and very drinkable. You know what I mean? And everybody here was drinking it, and one of the larger beer companies bought it, and you couldn't get it. And then it's recently come back out again. Somebody was interested in reviving it. You know what I mean? And like you can get a brewery to make your recipe. You know what I mean? So somebody still owns the name and stuff like that, and it's back again. But for like I don't know, like 8 years or something like that, it was gone. You know what I mean? And it's what was very popular at the bars and stuff like that. So it was just kind of odd. But yeah, somebody bought it and then you know killed it. So you'll drink their Hefeweizen. You know what I mean, or whatever they were selling that they were pushing. Get Gills was Dan's decision to end, but that does open room for something better, right? And I believe Dan in his statements that it was uh, oh they were doing something to theirs, and it wasn't going to be possible without great expense to bring Get Gills up to the standard, so it wouldn't have made it or something like that. And I mean that makes sense. You know what I mean? It was for the good of the community and stuff like that. But if when it comes time to do a major overhaul on it, that's going to cost lots of money. You know what I mean? It's hard when you're running lean and like reinvesting in yourself to like bring your own business to like take on that expense as well. Yeah, that's true. But he wants to. Dan needs to bring in like a number of fish and stuff like that. And most breeders, most small hobbyist breeders and stuff like that aren't anywhere in a number to where the price landed makes any sense for Dan to sell it on his site. You know what I mean? So that's where it falls to like get gills. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it's so they weren't necessarily in direct competition with each other. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's just a matter of time before there's aquatic one. Like, what? Like, there's all these websites out there like Morphe and stuff like that. And is that just businesses or those are hobbyists as well, right? Like the reptile sites and stuff like that? Or is that, or do you like, or does it like cost enough to where hobbyists can't, it's not viable for hobbyists to be a part of? But like that Morphe is like crazy. My niece was showing it to me and I was like the amount of items and like stuff that you can just sift through and like of course all of it's for sale and stuff like that, but just to like click through pictures of reptiles like I was like that's pretty wild. You know what I mean? Like that can be a form of entertainment in and of itself. Right, yeah. There's a website called Lightfish, Elaine says, that's just like Get Gills, and they're looking for more vendors. Fish sales but hobbyists, but it's a 30% cut on one of them. Mm. Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to be a fish businessman, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it's 30%. So you just pass it on to the customer, baby. Just like in everything in every transaction I try to do. It's like, oh, price of shipping went up. Oh, that means that my peaches are 30% more. Okay. I guess if I want to eat pizzas, I'll pay 30% more. Oh wow, your baby angels just had their first spawn. Oh man, they grow up so fast, Craig. And hi, Elaine. Yeah, it's true, Craig. That has to feel kind of weird. But hey, I'm all for I'm all for you guys to meet fellow fish keepers and get them to take pictures of their tanks and upload it to a YouTube channel. I'll tune in. I don't care where you are in the world. It's just like I want. I yeah. I'm especially interested in seeing what an aquarium shop in your country looks like. You know what I mean? Like that to me is extremely entertaining. It's like okay, well, yeah, this looks kind of the same. I was like, oh, but what are those types of tanks? Like I haven't seen that. And what's that over there? I haven't seen that either. So yeah, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like a tour of a fish shop that I'm never going to go to because it's in another country. I still want to see it just out of curiosity. So I want to encourage everybody to take pictures of their tanks. Let me see what's in there. It's like I don't care if it looks nice or not. I still want to look. I'm nosy. Yeah, call it a tariff. It's always a tariff. We'll see it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I want dirty tank pictures. I'll stand behind that statement. I know that it's a little controversial, but I'm into it. You know what I mean? Like we all got our things. I I don't feel ashamed. I got plenty of dirty tanks. I have trouble getting the thing up to my um oh no, I got a box I can do it with. We're already at 12:27, man. We'll do that next week. Next week I'll show you my dirtiest tank. It's the rainbow tank. It is up there in the corner. You see it? It's cloudy. It's cloudy. It's got so many bristle noses in it and so many guppies. It's disgusting. But you know what I mean? Like we do a 30% water change every week and we hope for the best. You know what I mean? But it'd be fun to drop some vegetables down in the bottom of that and let you guys see the water get all stirred up and see all the frenzy and the different size plecos I got in there. It's definitely a thunderdome of a tank. Welcome back, Sam. So yeah, I don't think anybody is scheduled after me tonight, which is sad in a way. But I've got plenty of things to catch up on live stream wise and stuff like that, so I can entertain myself with that. Sort some plants. Um, yeah, I don't see anything, y'all. But yeah, outside in aquatics, he's been doing a live. I guess around like noon or 1 o'clock because it's 12:29 here and it says it was 12 hours ago. So around noon my time, and so I want to catch up on that. There was one I can't think of right now that I wanted to catch up on. I want to see what Vibes has been up to, so I'll definitely check out one of those. Can't think of what it was. Hello, Zenjinja. Welcome, welcome. What are you doing still up? Don't you go to sleep at night, young lady? Or is it, or are you experience those hot August nights in Texas and stuff like that? It's just like I'm awake because it's still too hot outside. I guess I'll turn on my tap and wash my face with some 85-degree water and go back to bed. Oh, 11 your time, but you're sleeping then. I don't know why I thought you were. I just assume everybody's a daytimer because I'm so jealous and over being on the night shift. I want to sleep during the day. I mean, I want to sleep at night. I don't even know what I'm saying. That's how bad it is, y'all. The sleep deprivation is real, man. Like I've been having a lot of trouble like staying asleep during the day and stuff like that. Over it. It is too hot the rest of the day, that is for sure. strap a headlamp to your head and freaking go out in your yard and do weird stuff. Make your neighbors wonder what's up. I love that, Mark. I can't wait for the Zen Ginger special. Mexicali, we're in summer mode. It's a cool 92 degrees right now. What is it over here? We do drop back down into the 80s, and sometimes, and this year being special, we've been dropping. It's 82 right now in Austin. Our low is going to be 76, but we've had some crazy lows, like getting down to 72 and stuff like that. And that's just unheard of. I love it, though. I love it. Wherever our normal Texas summer weather went, please don't come back. Ask for Seroquel. Say you can't sleep and you're hearing voices. There you go. Huawei. Yeah, I already have too many. I already have too many. I already have too many symptoms for like my wife was like, well, I mean, like, what? Do you want to like talk to a therapist or something? And I was like, I don't think so. Oh, it's like, I'm not sure whether that's the move I want to go for. You know what I mean? I'm still showing up to my job. I haven't been fired. You know, you know what I mean? Like everything's good enough. You know what I mean? Right now, there's no need to talk to anybody who's can make a diagnosis. Mexicali, it didn't really get hot until the end of July. Kind of the same over here, bud. Like it's been it's been really nice. Like I need to mow my yard. Um, that usually doesn't happen. Usually it's just a dry brown mat at this point. You know what I mean? Like I've mowed it for the last time. It won't grow again until we get rain in the fall. And if we don't get any cold snaps and stuff like that, then the grass might still be growing and I'm mowing the yard the week of Christmas. But you know, it's the beauty of living in the southern clime. Buzzballs. Well, as always, I love you guys. Let's take care of each other. Let's try to speak positively of each other. Let's be the community member that we want to see in others, stuff like that. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep keep helping each other out with problems and things like that. I really like what I'm seeing out there. We need more of it. You know what I mean? If you are thinking about posting pictures of your tanks and stuff like that, I encourage it. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's 2025. We're all content creators at this point. You know what I mean? You're just not doing it. It's okay. But take a picture of your tank. I want to see it. Have a great evening, folks.